Good morning and welcome to today's webinar. This session is a part of series conducted by NAB Meerut aimed at guiding and empowering visually impaired individuals to lead independent and fulfilling lives. Today's session focuses on financial empowerment, understanding stock trading, and personal finance from someone who has walked this path with courage and conviction. It's my privilege to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Manish Singh. Manish is a 100% visually impaired financial planner and full-time stock market trader. He had to discontinue his college education due to progressive vision loss. And by 2013, he lost his sight completely. But instead of giving up, he chose to rebuild his life through self-learning, sheer determination, and the power of technology. Today, he helps others take charge of their finances and understand the stock market even without sight. In this session, he'll be sharing his journey and guiding us on financial planning and stock trading from a truly unique perspective. Manish, we warmly welcome you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Okay,
So first of all,
please.
please.
Please,
Thanks a lot. Thank you, everyone. And once again, thank you for giving me an opportunity to at least speak here in front of all of you. And I hope today's session will be more interesting and you will have something fruitful at the end of this session. So I hope this session goes very well. Yeah, please.
Okay, Manish. So let's start with your journey. So what motivated you to go into financial planning and stock market trading after losing your vision?
Yeah. So as you mentioned, I lost my vision in 2013. So that was a very painful time. When I lost my vision, I was full into depression. But that also gave an opportunity for me to rebuild my life again. And I started using one of my friend. He took me to a friend who was visually impaired. He was using a phone with smartphone with talkback. So he introduced me with him, and then I started using. I borrowed money. My brother gifted me a smartphone, and I started using that phone with talkback. So slowly and steadily, when my brother, days passed, I just went to the digital media. I just started using YouTube and all, trying to surf things. Ki what can I do to earn money, or at least to make myself independent, financially free or independent. So I just started searching on YouTube and all. And late after in 2017, when my brother got married, so my sister-in-law, she was just doing one day she was just buying shares and selling shares. So that actually I just asked her what she is exactly doing. So she told me she's buying shares and selling shares. So that actually motivated me because was sitting at home remotely first. Number two, she has already invested 5,000 or 10,000, and with that she was able to make 200 or 300 rupees daily. So initially, what motivated me is that first I can sit at home, I can do it independently, and if I try learning on this, what is exactly stock market, I can make money at least 200 or 300 bucks a daily. So that monthly I can make 6,000, not maybe 6,000, at least 5,000, which was more for me because I was just sitting at home doing nothing, and I was thinking what I will do in my life going ahead. So that really motivated me. So again, I started researching on stock market. I just saw, I used to watch business channels. I used to surf YouTube videos. I started watching them, and I finally when I came to a conclusion that yes, I can do it. So I borrowed money from my brother. Initially, he gave me 65,000 rupees. I borrowed from him. I started trading. I made profits. I made losses. But again, I'll tell you one thing that motivated me was first I can do it remotely and I can do it independently, and most of all give money was included within. So but I was able to make money out of it. So I thought that actually motivated me a lot.
Oh, great. Very nice to hear that. And there are a lot of questions that are arising in my mind before we go to them.
Sure.
First, we'll like to know what exactly does a financial planner and stock market trader do?
So basically, see, as I'm a full-time trader, I basically buy and sell shares during stock market, live market hours. That is Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 9:15 to 3:30. So basically, what I do is I just trade in the stock market. I make money out of it. And secondly, financial planning or financial advisor, I just suggest, guide people to invest money, use their money wisely. It includes investing, saving, or budgeting their money. How can they save their money? How can they invest in different asset class such as equities, maybe a derivatives or an ETFs? So just I guide them. So this is how what I do at full-time trading, and I just guide people how to use their money wisely.
Okay. So, what are the apps? Are the apps accessible? If we talk about the apps and the platforms, are they accessible?
Yes, yes. I'll tell you. First of all, is I use 2 or 3 different apps. First, I use Angel Broking for my trading purpose. The reason behind that is it is completely accessible, and whenever there is any issue related to the accessibility, I drop a email to the DMAT, this brokers. I continuously give my feedback regarding to accessibility, so they work on it. And as I am personally, because I'm using Angel Broking, I would recommend that Angel Broking is completely accessible and you can use it. Number one. Number two, Groww is also accessible, and I use money control investing application to track global markets and Indian markets. Yes, there are apps those who are accessible and you can easily use them.
Okay. So mobile apps as well as desktop, or are you comfortable with one of them?
No, both are accessible. I put trades through my laptop only. Whenever I'm going to buy or sell, I just do it through laptop. Laptop is completely accessible, as well as mobile application is completely accessible.
Okay. So do you think that we should invest in a laptop before starting trading, or we can do it with mobile phones also?
You can do it through mobile phones, but the thing is ki if you are going to enter any trade, so at that point of time, if you are using very fast, if you are very handy with your mobile, then you can go and trade through mobile. But I would suggest use a laptop, because see, at times what happens is there is a lag in smartphone when we are using a talkback, and these applications are very heavy because they are performing live actions. They are giving you live market prices. So at times there may be a chance that if you're going to buy a certain stock or any stock, you can end up buying on a higher price. So better if you go and start using. See, I'm not telling you go and invest and buy a laptop before this. You can start slowly and steadily through mobile also. But I would recommend, because I am facing some challenge while facing a trade through mobile, so I use laptop.
Okay. So like I had this question in mind, that can we start trading with just 1,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees in pocket? But it seems that it requires some kind of investments over here.
So you can start. See, if you are looking for trading, so I would suggest 1,000 or 5,000 is not enough for trading. At least in Indian markets, you can do it in crypto. The reason behind that is, in crypto they are giving 200x leverage. For example, if you are having 5,000 rupees, you can buy and sell shares till 10 lakh rupees. So as of now, I have started crypto also from last 2 weeks. So I have started there also trading in crypto. But in Indian market, you can invest through 1,000, 5,000. Means you can invest in equities or you can invest in ETFs. Over a period of time, you can make some small amount of money. And as soon as you have a grip or hand holding, then you can scale up your investment amount. But for trading, you need a certain amount of capital at least if you are starting.
Okay. So what minimum investment do you think is good to go with if we want to really start our career in stock market trading and financial planning?
So basically, if you want to start trading, I'm just talking about trading. If you want to start trading, you can start with 25,000 rupees. You can start with this money. And if you're in crypto, then you can start with 5,000 also. That is not an issue. But you can start with 25,000 if you are trading in Indian stock market. And I will tell, slowly, you can scale up your this investment amount. Initially, just take it as a learning investment, and don't try to make a very huge or a big profit out of it. Okay, so you can start with this amount, and slowly you can scale it up so that you can make a big money. And then you can, first of all, see, I'll suggest one more thing before starting anything. I think you should first research, analyze, and then you can start it. But with 25,000, you can start.
Okay.
Manish?
Yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
request you not to discuss crypto.
Okay, sure.
Okay, we only discuss
Sure,
the
sure.
legal in stock market. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. So that brings me to the next question. Like, what kind of resources or information portals are available from where we can learn?
So personally, I would suggest there are many YouTube channels also, but I would not recommend any one of them here. I would just suggest you can go and watch Investment Gurukul or Equity Gurukul. I think it was a collaboration of Z Business. I think that it's a business media channel, Z Business and Choice Broking. So you can, if you want to start as a beginner, you can watch these two playlists. There is available on YouTube. And if you want to understand what is derivative markets, that is future and option, so you can watch FNOK Pathshala again by Z Business. There are 67 videos, but I would recommend to start with Investment Gurukul and Equity Gurukul first, and then you can switch over to future and option. Because currently I am dealing in future and option. It's a high risk and high reward asset class segment. So better to start with these two channels. And personally also, you can join my YouTube channel. I've been taking sessions, I've been recording video from scratch. And personally also, I have just trained one student from Bangalore. I've been taking, I have completely, whatever I know from last 5 years, I have trained him. And his session has just completed, I think, few weeks back. So if you want, you can reach out to me as well. I can also guide you. Because see, if you go out there, you will not get videos which are related to our accessibility, because they are teaching to a person, those are normal, right? Being a visually impaired, I can just hand over and I can handhold you whatever I have learned throughout this.
Yeah. So I had a very bad experience with future options and options. So
Yes,
yeah,
it's a
I
very
lost some good amount of money.
No, whatever I have made through future and option.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So do we need some basic knowledge in finance? Like what it seems to me, because even if I want to know about these terms that we are using over here, we need some basic finance knowledge.
Yes. Financial literacy is important. You need to have some basic financial knowledge, at least about market. If you enter to stock market, you will heard such terms, I think, that you have never heard, or you can get confused. But slowly and steadily, you will come to know what actually that terms mean. For example, if you watch any Hindi news channel, you will see a bikwali aa rahi hai, aaj kharidari aa rahi hai. So these terms are very unusual if you go and just learn, but slowly and steadily you get it. For that, you can just watch. I would just recommend you can go and watch business media channels, at least morning half an hour, so you that come to know what are they talking. Write down those terms, because there was no one to at least see whatever I have learned on my own. I used to sit in front of business channel for 8 hours, and I used to think that a normal person who will go out, he's also working in a company or a factory for 8 hours, making a money out daily, on daily money, or whatever he's earning on daily basis. So what I used to do, I sit in front of business channels for 8 hours, and I used to look at continuously. Again, whatever, if I'm not able to understand, I used to go and search on Google it, or I used to go and follow any YouTube channel and just check what is that exactly does that mean. So that is what I have gained the financial knowledge, or financial that terms that you are mentioning about stock market. And slowly you will find familiar with that. You will get familiar with those terms. So yes, financial literacy is important.
So we have to start slow. First, we have to update ourselves in terms of knowledge and information, and
Correct.
then we should enter into such
Exactly. Correct.
Yeah. So any kind of formal education is also required.
No, I don't think so. See, I have not. I am a science background student. I've never heard. I've never learned commerce, balance sheet, and all, profit and loss. But that does not impact on trading, because see, I'll tell you, trading a 15-year-old child can also do a trading, because it does not make that you are educated or not. Reason I'll tell you is because you have to use your own skills. You have to understand the market behavior first. You have to understand and analyze the data, which you can do through different platforms, and then you need to understand how does a market behavior. For example, now if you take the current currently, if you see, Iran and this Israel war is going on, because of these crude oil prices are going high, inching high. So just understand, if you understand this, you can understand that there is one stock or two stocks in Indian market which get benefit of this higher crude prices. That is ONGC, because it's an oil exploration company in Oil India. So you will see the market will open negative, but these two stocks will end in green. The reason that it is beneficiary for them. So we need to understand what are things going to work, how the market behaves through gold price movement, oil price movement, or different indices over globally, that is European market or in US market. So if you understand these things, for these, I don't think so your education is important. It is just your skill and analysis that will help you going ahead in trading.
Okay. So that means we have to be really like going through the current affairs and the business news, and that's going to help us decide where to enter and when to enter certain stock and when to exit.
Exactly.
Okay. Like everybody does not have so much of time. If we come to a working professional, suppose somebody
Okay.
is working already
Okay.
and they want to get into stock market, but they cannot devote so much time. So what should they do?
So in that case, I basically work with profit sharing business. I have my own client base. I
Mhm.
trade for them, and we are working on profit sharing basis. One. Second is, if you don't have that much time, I have my own WhatsApp channel, WhatsApp group. So there are
Mhm.
160 members in them. I provide free trades there in the group. Whatever I'm taking, wherever I feel that this stock is going to move, or matlab I basically provide trades there, and I give them certain research and analysis news. I post news over there in that group. So you can
Mhm.
follow that as well if you don't have time. Second, we are working on client share, profit sharing basis with the clients also. Those who are
Mhm.
busy, for example, as you mentioned, we have certain clients, those who are salaried employed, but they
Mhm.
want to trade. So what they don't have time that much. If you are giving calls also, they don't have time. So we
Mhm.
just have a collaboration with them, and we are working on profit sharing basis.
Okay. Okay. Now, if we come to students, like, do you think it is important for a student, like you mentioned, 15 years old, or maybe 17, 18 years old child to get into, or a young adult to get into stock market? Do you think it is advisable?
See, if you are responsible, then yes, it is advisable because I'll just tell you one story. Recently, I met a guy. I think 3 or 4 days back. His age was 16 and he was trading from 13 years age. And
Mm.
well, he was a normal person. He was a sighted person. But when I met him and when he was talking about stock market, I was just stunned because of the knowledge that he had. At the age of 16, he was very much passionate about stock market. I just asked him ki what made you so much passionate. He only told me it is giving me a flexibility to work from home, and I'm able to make money. He had some
Oh.
concepts which are using in America. That is some basic concepts which are generally used in US markets. So he was familiar with that too. So I was shocked when came to know that he was just 16. So that is why I
Mm.
told, if you are responsible, you can take care of your money, you can control on your emotions, then yes. But I would rather advise first to take a good hand holding of the knowledge. Start with paper trading. What is paper trading? Basically, you can just open an Excel, you can write a date over there, you can mention that this stock I'm going to buy at this price, and if it is reaching a certain price, I will book it there. I will book profits. This is called as paper trading. So you can do that
Mhm.
initially, and at the end of the day, you can analyze how much trades you went in your favor, or how much trades you have hit your made losses, so that you will come to know your success percentage, or you can come to know through what is the percentage that you are making success. 80 to 90, 80% is something that is well and good if you are trading in stock market. So you can start through paper trading.
That's a very nice advice, Manish, I would say. That
Yeah,
means we have to first do our homework first. Like you get the theoretical
exactly.
knowledge, go through the resources, learn about it. Then
Yeah,
you
exactly.
gather the practical knowledge and don't enter into the market yet, but first
Yes,
get acquainted with it. And then you can step forward and enter the market when you feel comfortable. Uh,
exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. So, what kind of different trading we have? Is it only the stocks? Because there's bond also, there's commodity trading also. And should we venture
Exactly.
into that, or should we first stick on to the stock market trading?
So here I will tell you, it's completely depends on you. If you're interested in commodities, you can trade commodities, because commodities markets are open from morning 9-10 a.m. till evening 11:30, 11:59, maybe 12, late night 12. So if you are interested in that, you can trade in that also. If you are interested in Indian stock market, you can trade there. That completely depends upon you. I personally invest and trade in Indian stock market because after 3:30, there is some personal life that I have to give to my family also. That is why I'm not chosen to trade in commodity. Yes, you can trade in commodity, but I have personally chosen to restrict myself to Indian stock market. So I've been trading from 9:15 to 3:30. That's it. And yes, you can trade because analysis and research work everywhere. It works in
Mhm.
Indian market also. It works in commodities and bonds. I'm not familiar that much, so I can't comment on bonds.
Okay. 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 Okay, so like if somebody wants to become a financial planner, let's touch upon that aspect also. So,
Mhm.
what should that person do? And how is it different from stock market trading?
Okay. So see, basically, if you want to become a financial planner, first you need to understand about how to make money, how to save, and how money is going to benefit you for the long run. First, you need to understand it. You need to get that financial literacy. For that, I will suggest one book, that is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki,
Oh,
and
okay.
audiobook is available on YouTube, so you can go and listen that audiobook. Basically,
Mhm.
that will give you a complete guidance about your financial planning. If you want, how you want to start and how you want to invest, how you can make money. Because in that audiobook itself, it is mentioned that middle class, they are basically adding liabilities in their balance sheet and they are not adding assets. And if you see the rich people, they are keep on adding assets. That is why they are getting more and more rich. So you will understand how finance or how money will work for you. Basically, see what is stock market. Let's understand this way. A normal person who is going to a factory is going, keeping himself busy physically, and then he is earning, right? But in stock market, you are deploying your money, which will make money for you. In short, you are putting money on work for you. That is called investing or trading, right? Because I am using my personal scheme, I am deploying money to make money. So
Mhm.
you need to understand how much it is important and how this money can work in your favor. For that, that is why I've suggested. I just read that, I just heard that book completely, and I was completely fascinated by that audiobook and miss that book. And it has changed my perspective over this money spending and all. Because initially, I'll tell you, I also, when I used to roam with my friend, when I saw they are buying a smartphone, I used to go and buy. I'll just give common example. For example, one of my friend has an iPhone, and before reading that book, I was thinking that I also should go and buy an iPhone. But when I heard during that time period only, I just heard that book, and I dropped the plan of buying an iPhone. I just went and bought a different smartphone. The reason behind that is I just heard that book, and I found ki nahi, we should not at least spend money like this only, because if it is worthy, then you can buy it. If it is not, then you should avoid those spending and all. You will understand and gain knowledge. How can you protect your money? How can you save your money? How can you invest for the long run? So that is why first, if you understand that, then definitely you can be a good financial planner, and you can help other also to deploy or invest their money wisely.
Mm-hmm. So financial planning, if you want to become a financial planner, so what does that person basically do? He'll only suggest on how to increase the money, or also like how to maybe plan your finances and do the budgeting and all.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Okay.
everything is covered, right from saving, budgeting, and cutting down your expenses. After cutting down your expenses, where to invest, whether
Mhm.
it's an mutual fund, whether you can invest in equities or any other different asset classes. You can guide him over every aspect, right
Okay.
from
So,
budgeting your expenses. Yeah,
oh, okay. So expenses also. Okay.
exactly. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. So, what kind of career potential do you think is there for a visually impaired in this sector? Like how much can we earn, and what kind of career curve can we expect?
Okay. So basically, see, for a visually impaired, there is a huge potential first,
Mhm.
but there should be I'll just say there should be a discipline in him. He should control, he must be able to control his emotions, because it's all about your emotions. If you're able to control your emotions, if you're responsible, then there is a good future. Personally, if you ask me, I've been trading from last 6 years, but I have made my YouTube channel, I think last year itself in July, and people motivated me to create a YouTube channel. The reason behind that is I also personally want that visual impaired community, people from visual impaired community should come and join, and they should understand, because I have been a part of very different WhatsApp groups. I'm basically from Mumbai, so I'm a part of different WhatsApp group. I see people, they're looking for jobs, they are looking for this, and many company or organizations, they are not keeping visually impaired just because of that their image accessibility issue and all. So I would rather, I personally want from people from visual impaired community, they should get more more inclusive towards stock market. They can make money, but yes, you need to be very much disciplined first, and be patient, and also have to control your own emotions. Because if you go through my YouTube channel, in the first year, I have also gone through losses. My loss was around minus 2,80,000, but the very next year, the profit went up to 15 lakh rupees in the same financial year, that is last to last year. I had earned around 15 lakh rupees. I have shared my overall journey in my YouTube channel. So I made 15 lakh, and thereon, because see, initially when I faced losses, I just went and learned what are the mistakes that I have done. I worked upon that. I came back strongly and made the huge profits consistently. Right now, also having huge profits. So
Oh, wow.
yes, you have a very good opportunity, but there are certain things that you have to work upon.
That's very inspiring. Okay, so can you share a quick success story where you helped a person transform or go into this career?
Yeah. So basically, if you ask me right now, I don't have any success story, but I have trained, as I mentioned, I have trained one student from Bangalore. He is going to start his investment journey right now, maybe in a month or so. And
Mhm.
I'm sure he will definitely succeed because I have teach him whatever I have learned in this 5 to 6 years. But
Mhm.
people are making money from my WhatsApp group because I can see when I share the trades, they are sharing their profit. Whatever profit they are making, they are sharing the snapshots. But I'm not sure if they are visually impaired or not, because many of them in that WhatsApp group, they also don't know that I'm visually impaired. But yes,
Oh,
people are making money out of that, and I'm happy that people are making money just through my guidance.
that's
So
nice.
as of now, I can say I have just trained one person. I hope so. If he is making profit, then I have some success story to share at least.
Okay. So how can somebody contact you, or if they are willing to join your WhatsApp group?
So I can share my WhatsApp group link with you. You can share it with anyone who is interested.
Mhm.
And personally, if you want if anyone wants to learn, I am available. But contact me after 3:30 because 9:15 to 3:30 I'm busy in stock market.
Mhm.
After
Mhm.
that, can connect one on one, and I will help them if they are interested. Really, I'm help them. I'm happy to help them.
Okay. Okay. So any prerequisites, or like anybody can join this WhatsApp group?
Anybody can join, but the whatever I'm mentioning in that, I think initially you can see that they are going bouncer over the head. But if
Mhm.
you get a hand holding of basics of that stock market, then yes, you will understand what I'm trying to post. And I generally post trades and news related to economic affairs or global markets, which are correlated with stock market. So I generally share them in that way.
Okay. Okay. So what are the, I would say, mistakes that you would suggest a person to avoid if they are starting new?
So very nice question. Basically, see, if you're starting your trading journey, I think you should avoid first is borrowing money and trading. You should never do this because trading is a very high risky. Because see, you will never end up in profits. There are some days that you may occur losses. I also face losses, but the end result is I net end in profit, whether it's a month or an year. But you will face some losses, so you should not borrow money. Number one. Number two, you should do your research and analysis. Don't go for random free tips. If you have, suppose for example, if someone who is well versed with stock market and if he is giving you tips or guidance, then you can follow. But randomly, if you're getting any text messages that you can buy this share, it will go a multi-bagger. So I think you should avoid that. Number three, you should have your proper risk management. That is again related to your losses and all. How much loss you can bear while trading. So you have to that proper risk management. And you should, first of all, you should be very much practical. You should not go over trading. First of all, you should not over trade and do not expect huge profits in very short time. See, my motive is to beat the interest what banks are giving to me. For example, if your bank is giving you 4% rate of interest on your monthly savings, example, FD is giving you 6%. So what my aim is to beat that, that is 8% or 10% profit on a monthly basis. And regularly, consistently, if you do, you will definitely beat every other instrument those who are giving that certain amount of interest, maybe a PPF or a post or a bank savings or an FD. So just be practical. Don't think you will start investing with 10 or 20,000 and you will make it 40,000 in a day or two. That will make you end up in losses. So you should avoid borrowing money trading first, over trading, and you should manage your risk. I think these things, 3 to 4 things, if you keep and follow, then you will be a very successful trader.
Mhm. And you talked about emotional intelligence, like you should be able to control your emotions.
Exactly.
So how does that work?
I'll tell you. Basically, there are two types of emotions that work in market. One is fear and second is greed. Fear in the sense, for example, if you have entered any trade and if you are ending up with losses, you will start fearing, oh, I'm getting losses. But you should be very much defined that if I've entered into this trade, my stop loss is this. I'm just using some terms. Stop loss means the minimum loss that you can bear. Keep a stop loss. If the stop loss is hitting, you should get out of that trade. Number one. Greed. When you start your day, suppose if you're trading, let's take an example for me only. If I'm starting my trade during a day, tomorrow is Monday, and if I plan my trade, what I'll do is I'll try to make. I've already decided that I will make 5,000 in a day. Okay. So now, as soon as if I enter a trade, I'm getting 5,000. I should just book my profits and get out of it. I should not wait that it will go 6,000, if it goes 7,000, or it will go 8,000. Because initially when the day started, I planned that I have to make 5,000. As soon as I got 5,000, I made 5,000, I should book and get out of that trade. The reason is you should avoid this emotion also, that is called as greed. It is playing with your mind. Second time when you go and trade, you should keep and watch, keep what actually I booked 5,000, but it went up to 10,000, maybe 15,000. I should have waited till there. But analyze what exactly happened that went up to 15 or 20,000. Then next time you can plan and trade, and you can stay in that trade and make better amount of profit from that trade. But initially, when you have planned that you are going to make such X amount of money in a day, when you are getting that money, if you're able to screen on your screen, then you should book and just get out of it. So these two emotions you need to control, because these are only two emotions that are playing through your mind consistently whenever you are trading or whenever you are in this profession.
Very nice, Manish. That's really very insightful.
Wait.
Okay.
जसदीप एक सेकंड. समीर बेटे आप इसको बीच में थोड़ी देर बाद थोड़ा हिंदी में समरी दे देना. आप सुन रहे हो जो चीजें, तो अभी जब अगला गैप होगा तो आप उसको याद करके और नोट करके उसको थोड़ा सा हिंदी में बता देना. ठीक है? थैंक यू. प्लीज कंटिन्यू जसदीप.
Yeah. So my next question is like, what 3 habits or mindset would you recommend every young person to build to become financially confident and independent?
So first habit is consistent saving habit. I think people should understand why saving is important and why in starting your investment in an early age is important. The reason behind that is, if you have heard about compounding, if you are investing very early in your life or early stage of your life, it gives an advantage of power of compounding. Albert Einstein also said that power of compounding is 8th wonder of the world. So basically, just take it an example. For example, if you have started with 500 rupees of investment, which is very minimal, and if you're investing till 40 years, so the capital is around that you have invested is 2,40,000. And if you calculate through 12% or 15% CAGR, CAGR basically is a term called as compound annual growth rate. So if you calculate by 15 or 20, 12 to 15%, which is minimum, and you can achieve it through stock market. So you will be surprised if you hear the amount that you will get after 40 years. It is around 1 to 2 crore rupees. Now you see you have invested only 2,40,000, but after 40 years you will be ending up with a profit of 1 crore. How this happened? The reason that the compounding works in your favor, because you have started invested with 5,000, but slowly over a period of time, that investment kept on compounding, and you get this benefit of compounding. So you should start early. First is consistent saving habit. Second is you should have that financial literacy, as I mentioned. You should understand how to make money, how to save, how to cut down your expenses, and how to invest. And third is you should be resilient. You should be resilient. For example, when I started, I also made profit. I also made losses, but I never gave up. When I used to work before that also, a point when I reached when I was not able, I had only 5 to 10,000 rupees. When I borrowed 65,000, I had 5 to 10,000 rupees. So I started a job. I worked there till 2.5 years. I made around a capital of 2.53 lakhs. Again, I entered into stock market. But every day, whenever I was working, I used to keep and watch on stock market, because I never gave up. I just had an attitude that I will never give up. I'll make money from here itself. And from there, I started again back, and I made, right now, you can see that I have made huge profits from that. So you should be resilient. You should be perseverant. You should not give up easily. You should have that attitude. and you should never give up. So I think these three things, if you follow, you can be a very good and successful trader in your life.
Very nice. Thank you for that. Actually, I'll share one of my the like personal story that I was talking about options, and I really lost a good amount of money there. So the thing was like I was completely depending on a person, an executive from the brokerage company. So he was
Okay.
suggesting me, okay, do this, do this. It is going to be better, and this stock is good, and these are good, and all that. And I was just blindly doing whatever he was telling me. So I'll just kind of reiterate that without your own knowledge or financial literacy and your understanding, I think we should not go there, because I was not understanding what he was saying, the term stop loss, because he was using this term and a lot of other terms as well. But the thing is that if you don't know, then we should not venture into it. So I would just reiterate that it's very
Exactly.
important to first understand the things and then get into it. So Manish, I think that was brilliant and very, very insightful. I'm
you.
sure our listeners must have got quite a lot of cues as to how to move forward. So now I'll open the stage for questions. And if Samir, if you want to say anything, like ma'am, to if you can summarize it in Hindi.
मैम, जितना कि मैं समझ पाया, मैं समीर बिश्नोई, और जितना मैं अभी काफी देर से मैं मनीष सर को सुन रहा था और समझने की कोशिश कर रहा था, तो मुझे दो चीज तो सबसे पहले जो समझ में आई कि किसी भी चीज के लिए गुरु का होना जरूरी होता है। शायद मैं सही कह रहा हूँ, क्योंकि बिना ज्ञान के किसी भी क्षेत्र के अंदर में जाना उचित नहीं होगा। मुझे सबसे पहली चीज तो यही लगी, क्योंकि मैंने अभी तक किसी ट्रेड में इंटरेस्ट नहीं लिया है, ना स्टॉक मार्केट के अंदर में, परंतु आज मुझे इस सेशन को या वेबिनार को देख के और सुन के ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं, कर सकते हैं, बट अपने को ज्ञान होना जरूरी है। हर चीज का पहले हम ज्ञान लें, जैसा मनीष जी ने हमें बताया, और उसके बाद तभी हम आगे किसी चीज को कंटिन्यू करें। दूसरी चीज ये रिस्क फैक्टर, हाँ मैं भी आज तक डरता आया हूँ, रिस्क फैक्टर का रिस्क तो उठाना पड़ता है, छोटे से शुरू करें। और इसके अलावा जब हम काम कर रहे हैं किसी चीज को लेके, तो इमोशंस जिसे बोलते हैं, हाँ हमारी भावनाएं, उन पे काबू रखना जरूरी होता है। कि नॉर्मली हम क्या करते हैं, अरे मैं इसमें जीत गया, इन्वेस्ट किया, मुझे इतना बेनिफिट हो गया, तो मैं उसके अंदर में दोबारा वो करने की कोशिश करता हूँ, उससे ज्यादा करूँ। नहीं, जैसा कि सर ने हमें बताया, एक प्लानिंग के साथ कि आज मुझे इतना ही काम करना है, तो वो उतना ही हो। उसके बाद कभी भी हमें वो नहीं लेना चाहिए कि लालच में नहीं फंसना। मनीष जी, शायद मैं ठीक कह रहा हूँ या जसदीप मैम?
जी, बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
बहुत छोटे से इमोशंस होते हैं हम लोगों के साथ में, जो हम एकदम से बह जाते हैं भावनाओं के अंदर, मैंने कमा लिया ये चीज। और खासतौर पे तो एक अपनी जो वीआई कम्युनिटी है उसके लिए कि बहुत ध्यान से हमें करना है, हर चीज पे हर कदम को फूंक फूंक कर रखना है। शायद मैं सही हूँ अपनी जगह पे, और मे भी पॉसिबल कि मैं रॉन्ग हूँ, हो सकता है। और मुझे तो आज आपके सेशन के अंदर सुन के ये दो चीजों का ज्ञान जरूर मिला कि बिना किसी भी चीज का नॉलेज लिए हुए कभी उसमें हाथ मत डालो। तो यही समराइज करता हूं मैं इस चीज को। और जैसे मैम, ओवर टू यू, कि आप लोग अपने जो क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, तो हमारे जो साथी हैं जो सुन रहे हैं, वो अपने क्वेश्चंस मनीष सर से कर सकते हैं। मैं भी करूंगा अभी एक आध क्वेश्चन इनसे, जो मुझे लगता है कि मुझे करना चाहिए, और पहले मैं प्रेफरेंस आप लोगों को देता हूँ। आप लोग अपने प्रश्न उत्तर मनीष सर से कर सकते हैं।
Yeah. So please, when you
हाँ, थैंक यू, सॉरी, हाँ
नहीं बोलिए।
हाँ, नहीं, बस थैंक्स कर रही थी। और आई थिंक विघ्नेश, some people have raised their hands, बेटे आप लोग एक एक करके क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हैं।
Hi Manish, hi Jasdeep. Thank you for your valuable suggestions, Manish.
Sure.
I'm Vignesh, presently pursuing a BTech in IIT Madras and working at Google. So I have two questions. The first one is regarding books. you have already mentioned about Rich Dad Poor Dad. I will definitely look into it. And could you please say any specific books to learn things instead of YouTube videos? Uh, that is one of my question. And the second question is, so now AI is in everywhere, so we could use AI in any aspect of our life. So, do you use any AI tools to learn specific things about the companies, in the finance kind of thing, or are there any specific AI tools, or do you think we can build something? Uh, as a tech guy, I am interested in both of these things. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, coming to your first question, see, there are books, but I don't think so. Audiobooks are available or not, ebooks. First, if you see related to stock market, there are many books, okay, but there are certain books which are related to technical chart analysis and all. If you want fundamental analysis, there is one more book. I'm just not able to recollect right now. That audiobook is available. I will share with Jasdeep. She will share it with you. Currently, I'm
Yeah.
not able to recall the name of that book. So for that audiobook is also available. You can do your own fundamental analysis and you can find stocks and invest if you want in those stocks. Okay, number one. Number two, as you mentioned, there are AI tools, for example, Chat GPT. But if you go and ask about any fundamental, any fundamental aspects of the stock, possibilities there it will not share you the latest data. It will share you around 2024, 2025. Correct. Now we want to look
Oh,
latest data when we are looking or trying to analyze any trade or any fundamental analysis or any stock. We want latest data. For that, you can use screener.com. Screener.com is an app. It is sorry, it's a web page or it is a I'm not sure it's app is available or not. But on my laptop, I just went go on to screener.com. If I want to analyze, I can analyze any stock from there. The best part is it is giving the peers also as well. For example, if a company is different sector stocks are also mentioned over there, and then you can compare your own stock which you're researching with the different sector stocks. And when you find, then you can go and invest in that. So I would recommend Screener for that rather than
yeah.
using an AI.
Yeah, thank you. I would end with one last question.
Sure.
So, my goal is for a long-term plan. I am not much into intraday trading kind of
Okay.
things.
Okay.
So, I am much into long-term. So, how do I start? So maybe in a year I'll be a full-time employee. Now I'm just an intern. So maybe in an
Okay.
year I'll be a full-time employee. So I want to gain knowledge when I uh, go to work. I mean go to a firm to work.
So you want to know about trading or investment? You want to start investment, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you are thinking about long term, correct?
Long
So
term,
yeah,
long
yeah.
term.
So you can start with SIPs first of all. You can start with systematic investment planning, and you can start with this mutual funds or ETFs. ETFs are basically exchange traded funds. So you can
Okay.
invest in ETF. There are Nifty ETFs available, Nifty Bs, which we called as Nifty Bank ETF is available, Nifty IT ETF is available, and Nifty PSU Bank, other Nifty Metal. So every particular sector ETFs are available in our stock market. You can do is start start your SIP investing in those ETFs. And if you're not getting time for that also, then you can invest in mutual funds.
Okay.
But be disciplined if you want to make a good money in long run. What generally people do is when stock market starts to crash, people stop their investment. But that is only the right time, because whenever markets are crashing, you will get a good amount of NAV. Correct? Your NAV will come down. You will invest a certain amount. You will get more units. So that is the time
Yeah.
you should not stop your investment.
Yeah. And one more thing, I think Jasdeep will be sharing the YouTube channel and other things how to
Yeah,
reach you out, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Vitesh.
All these details will be shared in that summer group, WhatsApp group of summer camp. Okay. Okay. Next question. I think Ravi Kumar wants to ask something.
More controls. Show available emoji reactions with turn microphone off. Show more controls. Leave call. Show available emoji. Ravi Kumar raise
Yeah,
hand.
good morning, sir and ma'am. This is Ravi here
Microphone off.
from Bangalore. As if sir mentioned, sir, I'm basically from financial background itself. I'm in my BBA right now, final sem. So as of now, I have, I mean, not more quite knowledge on this investment and so on, but not deeper in stock markets and all. So my question is that, so like you've explained everything about accessibility and everything, like we can whatever we can do it in survival of VI career. Um, my question is that, sir, like when it comes to the chat patterns and everything, like candlesticks, how we able to get in through the like everyone used to say that it depends on colors, like bullish and bearish market, like red
Correct,
and green.
correct, correct.
So how can we able to analyze those things like in market movements and so on? And
So,
my one more question is that of course I'll be happy to get back to you. I mean at the earliest regarding the same. So, if we start learning the journey of stock market, do we have to have a certain money to be invested to start our trading or something like that? As you mentioned, it is not advisable to get started with, I mean, 5K or whatever it might be around 10 to 15K, as you mentioned. So I just wanted to know all those insights from you.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, coming to your first question, as you mentioned, chart patterns, they are not accessible. Yes, I agree with you because as of now, there is not no matlab, any accessible, even a talkback or NVDA, it does not reads our chart pattern, right? But first is you can do your option chain analysis. If you're trading in future and option, you can do your option chain analysis, which is completely accessible. And through that also, you can identify how much this stock or index is going to move. Okay? Because I'll tell you, I have a very good hand holding on option chain analysis. Whatever I do trade, 90% of the time I analyze option chain data. Number one. Number two, charts are not accessible. But if I give you a opening high and low, from that you can at least imagine in your brain that yes, this is the red candle or this is the green candle. Forget about the colors. Okay? and and I'll tell you there are certain chart patterns, for example bullish engulfing inside candle, that for that you did not need to look in your charts. That is important. The level is more important. For example, in bullish engulfing, you want only open and high and low of that candle and second high and low of that candle. That's it. You don't want where the stock has opened or where it has reached. You need intraday high and low. So for that you can easily get through this demat angel broking as well as money control. So you need not need to look into the charts. Yes, charts are technically important, but it is something that you can have as another option. That is, I have found one, that is option chain analysis, and there are 2 to 3 chart patterns that I can imagine on my own. For example, as I mentioned, bullish engulfing, and I can catch bullish engulfing pattern. I can catch inside candle, so that easily you can do it. And first of all, but for that you need to understand these chart patterns first. But this type, where to enter and how these chart patterns are formed. So charts, if it is not accessible for us, that too also does not make any big impact, because I have been doing from last 5 years. I understand completely. If you have a chart in front of you, many people sit in front of chart, they look it and they say breakout and excel, etc. But I don't think so that really matters to me. I do it on my own through option chain analysis.
Good. Dinah, you can ask your question.
Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Diana from IIT Madras. I also had two questions, but my first question was regarding the charts and the technical analysis part, but you have already covered it. And my second question is regarding investment. So,
Okay.
till now, we were talking about live trading. So, how good is Indian stock market for investing? That's what I want to ask.
Okay. So as of now, if you ask me right now, it is one of the golden spot if you are investing in stock market. The reason behind that is in 2047, our government of India, they are planning to make India as a developed nation. So you can understand this stock market has a very good potential and future to grow. So if right now, if you're investing, you will get whatever's in last 30, 40 years, whatever people had made money, you can make easily in just 20 years. So this is the one of the best time to invest. You can start with small SIPs. As I already mentioned, you can invest in mutual funds. You can have some large cap funds, mid cap funds, or you can invest in ETFs.
So, what about index funds?
Sorry.
Index funds, like there are a couple of index funds like Nifty and
Exactly.
yeah.
हाँ. Yeah, you can invest in them. That is what ETFs, they are called as ETFs, exchange traded funds. So
Okay, sir.
basically exchanges have, you can invest in Nifty Bs. This is Nifty ETF. So you can invest in that. If you want, you can invest in Nifty Bank Bs also. There is one more ETF which is related to our banking sector. So you, first of all, you need to understand in next 20 years which sector is going to grow. See, without banking, this country won't grow, right? So you can invest in banking sector. If you think that IT will grow, you can invest in IT sector. And if you think everything is going to grow, then you can invest in Nifty only, because Nifty is a component of 50 stocks which are related to our Indian economy from different sectors, right? So you can invest in Nifty itself.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Nana.
Ratinath and then Vishal Jain.
हेलो सर, मैं रतिनाथ त्रिपाठी। तो मेरा 2 क्वेश्चन है। पहला क्वेश्चन ये कि शेयर मार्केट में जैसे किसी में मुझे इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो मुझे कौन कौन से फंडामेंटल देखने चाहिए, जैसे कि पी रेशियो क्या क्या होते हैं, तो क्या क्या देखना चाहिए, पहला। और दूसरा क्वेश्चन ये कि आपके व्हाट्सएप चैनल पे क्या केवल फ्यूचर ऑप्शन के लिए बताया जाता है कि इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए भी बताया जाता है?
पहले दूसरे क्वेश्चन का आंसर दूंगा। देखिए, व्हाट्सएप चैनल पे मेरे फ्यूचर ऑप्शन के ट्रेड ज्यादा होते हैं, बिकॉज जो भी ट्रेडर है वो उसी सेगमेंट में है। बट हम इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए भी स्टॉक्स देते हैं उस ग्रुप में। इन्वेस्टमेंट के आपको शायद थोड़े कम मिलेंगे, बट इन्वेस्टमेंट के रिलेटेड स्टॉक्स भी हम देते हैं उस ग्रुप में, ठीक है। जैसे अब आपको एग्जांपल दे दूं तो जेंटेक टेक्नोलॉजी एक स्टॉक है, वो मैंने 1400 रुपए पे रिकमेंड किया था, और आई गेस 1 महीना भी नहीं हुआ होगा, वो 2200 रुपए का हाई लगाया था उसने। उसी तरीके से सोलर इंडस्ट्रीज मैंने 13,500 पे रिकमेंड किया था, अभी शायद 17,000 चल रहा है, और ये तो शायद 15-20 दिन ही हुआ हुआ इसको देखे मुझे, ठीक है। तो हम इक्विटी रिलेटेड स्टॉक्स भी देते हैं और ट्रेडिंग कॉल्स भी देते हैं, दोनों देते हैं। अब पहला क्वेश्चन क्या था, एक बार प्लीज रिपीट करेंगे?
हाँ, पहला क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे कि किसी शेयर में हमको अगर इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो हम कौन कौन से फंडामेंटल देखना चाहिए उसमें हमको?
जी। तो देखिए, पहले आपको उसमें अर्निंग्स देखना है, कंपनी प्रॉफिट कितना कमा रही है, जिसको हम ईपीएस कहते हैं, अर्निंग्स पर शेयर। अगर कंपनी का अर्निंग्स ग्रो कर रहा है, डेफिनेटली उसकी शेयर की वैल्यू भी बढ़ेगी, नंबर 1। दूसरा, आपको पीई देखना है, जो आपने कहा अभी, प्राइस टू अर्निंग्स। प्राइस टू अर्निंग्स वो होता है कि कंपनी महंगा है या सस्ता है, ये आपको पता चलता है। शेयर वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय अगर आप ईपीएस करेंगे तो पीई आ जाएगा। आप मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाएंगे ना, तो मैंने फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस का एक वीडियो डाला है, आप बाद में उसको चाहे तो पूरी डिटेल में देख सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर मैं यहाँ पूरा डिस्कस करूंगा तो काफी लंबा टाइम लग जाएगा।
नहीं, वो तो मैं देखूंगा ही सर उसके बाद।
तो मेन अगर चीज देखना है तो आप ये 2 चीज देखिए, एक तो अर्निंग्स देखिए और पी देखिए। अर्निंग्स देखिए, जब भी कंपनी प्रॉफिट करेगी, अगर कंपनी प्रॉफिट ही नहीं करेगी तो ग्रो कैसे करेगी? तो ईपीएस सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, मैं सबसे ज्यादा ट्रैक करता हूँ ईपीएस। और अगर महंगा भी है, जैसे डीमार्ट देख लीजिए, अब डीमार्ट स्टॉक जब से लिस्ट हुआ है तब से सबसे महंगा स्टॉक है रिटेल सेक्टर में, बट डीमार्ट हमेशा महंगा ही रहेगा। रीजन है कि वो ग्रो कर रहा है, उसकी अर्निंग्स लगभग 30-40% की क्वार्टरली अर्निंग्स आती है, तो वो कभी आपको सस्ता मिलेगा ही नहीं। आप देखिए, उसका 100 के आसपास का पीई होगा डीमार्ट का, और उसी सेक्टर में आप दूसरा स्टॉक देखेंगे तो आपको सस्ता मिलेगा। बट डीमार्ट एक वैल्यू ये करता है, इसलिए वो महंगा है, तो आपको ये चीज समझना होगा।
सर, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन और है, जैसे कि मैंने जो सुना हुआ कि 95% लोग जो फ्यूचर एंड ऑप्शन में तो लॉस ही मेक करते, मतलब बनाते हैं 95% लोग। तो आप सर, मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि मतलब आप ज्यादा से ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट को प्रमोट करें, क्योंकि पहली बात तो विजुअल इम्पैक्ट के पास उतना पैसा है नहीं कि वो फ्यूचर ऑप्शन में जा सके, और दूसरी चीज की 95% लोग तो उसमें लॉस में ही है, तो 5% ही लोग फायदे में, केवल जहां तक मैंने सुना है।
जी, देखिए, आपने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा ना, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट, और मैं इस पे इसीलिए थोड़ा सा और इलैबोरेट करके आपको बताना चाहूंगा। देखिए, 95 नहीं, एक्चुअली 93% है, 7% लोग ही प्रॉफिट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। देखिए, आपके सामने मैं एक एग्जांपल हूँ, मैं प्रॉफिट कर रहा हूँ। अब आप एक चीज को ध्यान से समझिए, आपको अगर मैं एक एरोप्लेन उड़ाने के लिए दे दूं कि आप ये एरोप्लेन उड़ाओ, तो होगा क्या? एक्सीडेंट ही होगा। लेकिन अगर आप प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग लेके आएंगे, अगर आपने पूरी एरोप्लेन उड़ाने की आपके पास पूरी ट्रेनिंग है, और अगर उसके बाद आप एरोप्लेन उड़ाएंगे, तो क्या लगता है एक्सीडेंट होगा?
नहीं।
तो ये जो 93% लोग लॉस कर रहे हैं ना, उसका रीजन ये है कि वो लोग सीखना नहीं चाहते, सबको फ्री में और इजी मनी। देखिए, स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में लोगों के अंदर एक क्या माइंडसेट है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। सबसे पहला, हम कल पैसा लगाएंगे, परसों हम करोड़पति अरबपति बच जाएंगे, नंबर 1। क्योंकि हमें जो पास्ट हिस्ट्री है, जो प्रीवियस जो इतने बड़े बड़े हीरोज के बताए जाते हैं, राकेश झुनझुनवाला, आर.के. दमानी, उन्होंने कैसे पैसे कमाए, अभी मल्टी मिलियनर है, वो चीज सोच के हम स्टॉक मार्केट में आते हैं कि हमको लगता है आज मैंने पैसा लगाया, कल पैसा मेरा डबल हो जाएगा। यही मैंने आपको थोड़ी देर पहले बताया कि हमें प्रैक्टिकल होना है। हमें जो बाहर जो फिक्स्ड इनकम, यानी जो आपको बाहर जो है सेगमेंट से जो इंटरेस्ट दे रही है, आप उसको कंसिस्टेंटली बीट करिए, बस आपका ओवर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम ऑटोमेटिकली वेल्थ बन जाएगा। अगर आप कह रहे हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट को और ट्रेडिंग को, तो मैं नहीं, देखिए, यही माइंडसेट तो हटाना है कि ट्रेडिंग नेगेटिव है। ट्रेडिंग नेगेटिव तब है अगर आप उसको प्रॉपरली नहीं समझ रहे हैं। आप समझ रहे मेरी बात? अगर
यस सर।
आपको उसके पीछे माइंडसेट, मैंने बताया ना, हमारा माइंडसेट ही यही है कि मुझे आज पैसा लगा के कल पैसा बनाना है। और पति
मैं भी सर आपके में एक लाइन जोड़ना चाहता हूँ, जैसे कि हमको अगर
जी,
स्विमिंग करना है तो स्विमिंग सीखते हैं हम लोग, ड्राइविंग करना है तो गाड़ी
बिल्कुल
चलाना सीखते हैं,
बिल्कुल।
किसी भी जॉब को करने के लिए फिर हम ग्रेजुएशन करते हैं। लेकिन शेयर मार्केट हम सोचते हैं कि आज ही हम आए, आज ही हम अपना पैसा कमाना शुरू कर दे। कुछ
मैंने इमोशंस की बात की, मैं उसके लिए उसमें भी ऐड करता हूँ। देखिए 3 ट्रेड में अगर आपको प्रॉफिट हो गया ना, तो चौथे ट्रेड में आप अपने आप को बादशाह समझ जाएंगे, आपको लगेगा मेरे से ऊपर कोई है ही नहीं। और मैं आपको गारंटी के साथ देता हूँ, चौथे ट्रेड में वो 3 ट्रेड का प्रॉफिट भी आपका लॉस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। क्योंकि हम सीखते नहीं है, हमको लगता नहीं हमें सब कुछ आ गया। नहीं, मार्केट आपको डेली सिखाते हैं। मैं 6 साल से ट्रेडिंग कर रहा हूँ, बट मुझे डेली ऐसा लगता है कुछ ना कुछ नया सीखने मिल रहा है, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ा जो है वो मार्केट ही है, उससे बड़ा ऊपर कोई है नहीं। तो अगर आप हमेशा लर्निंग मोड में रहेंगे ना, आप कुछ ना कुछ सीखते रहेंगे। बट अगर आपका माइंडसेट ही ऐसा है कि नहीं आपको आज ही पैसा लगाना है, 25 साल की उम्र में करोड़पति बनना है, तो ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। देखिए वॉरेन बफे ने भी 16 साल की उम्र से स्टार्ट किया, बट 60 ईयर्स लगा, मतलब 60 साल की उम्र में आए तब जाके उनका वेल्थ उतना बड़ा वेल्थ बना, राइट? तो उसको भी टाइम लगा। कंपाउंडिंग को टाइम लगता है, थोड़ा टाइम देंगे तो डेफिनेटली बनेगा। और रही बात प्रमोट आप कह रहे हैं इन्वेस्टमेंट, डेफिनेटली देखिए इन्वेस्टमेंट सारे लोग प्रमोट करते हैं, मैं ट्रेडिंग कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूं कि लोग इसको अंडरस्टैंड करें। जब मैं कर सकता हूं तो कोई भी कर सकता है।
थैंक यू सर।
बहुत मॉडेस्ट हो तुम मनीष, की बार बार कह रहे हो कि अगर मैं कर सकता हूँ तो पर तुमने बहुत टाइम लगाया है इसमें। और ये जो अभी रतिनाथ से डिस्कशन हो रहा था, ये बहुत जरूरी है कि हाफ बेक नॉलेज से मत जंप करना।
करेक्ट।
अच्छा, अभी आई थिंक विशाल।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर, मनीष सर, गुड मॉर्निंग।
गुड मॉर्निंग
सर, आई एम विशाल फ्रॉम हैदराबाद एंड ऑलरेडी मैं कनेक्टेड हूँ आपके साथ व्हाट्सएप पे भी।
अच्छा।
एंड सर मुझे ना एक्चुअली ये सब पता है, आई एम इनटू स्टॉक मार्केट और मैं ट्रेनिंग भी दे रहा हूँ और आई एम डूइंग बीबीए इन बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स। तो डेटा एनालिटिक्स वगैरह मेरे लिए इट इज बिकमिंग वेरी इजियर। बट 2 चीजें मुझे शेयर करनी है सर। फर्स्ट चीज सर, एवरी ईयर ये मैं बहुत बार ट्राई कर चुका हूँ बट होता ही नहीं है। आपको पता होगा सर, सेबी का एक एनआईएसएम का क्विज होता है एवरी ईयर, फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड, फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी। तो सर आई थिंक मुझे ऐसा लगता है सर कि हमें एज अ विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड एक कम्युनिटी बन के उनको अप्रोच करना चाहिए कि विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड से भी टीम सेलेक्ट हो सर। एंड आई बिलीव इज कि हम भी इतने एमबीएस एंड ऑल करते हैं। मैंने जब शेयर किया दे विल से कि अवेयरनेस नहीं है एंड ऑल। सो आई थिंक सर क्यों वी आर आल्सो डूइंग ट्रेडिंग। अब जैसे आप लाइव एग्जांपल हो, मेरा तो सर लास्ट 1 ईयर से किया, मेरा एज अभी इतना नहीं है, आई एम वेरी न्यू इनटू दिस। बट काफी कुछ मैंने सीखा। जब मैं अकेला शेयर करता हूँ तो दे बिलीव कि सिर्फ एक ही है। सो विद अ लाइव एग्जांपल, जैसे आपका वीडियो भी मैंने देखा था वेर यू हैव मेड ब्लाइंड टू मिलियनेयर। सो वो काफी इंस्पायरिंग लगा था, वेरी इंस्पायरिंग इट वाज। सो मुझे लगा कि आप ही का एग्जांपल लेके विथ योर परमिशन अगर हम एनआईएसएम के पास आए तो सर इट वुड बी गुड ना कि वी कैन आल्सो शो अवर टैलेंट, और जिससे प्लेटफॉर्म्स और एक्सेसिबल हो सकते हैं, जैसे इन्वेस्टिंग हो गया, ट्रेडिंग भी हो गया, कुछ कुछ चीजें हम फेस करते हैं। सो
जी आई एग्री। See, for this I will tell you चैलेंज कहाँ पर आता है। I'll tell you चैलेंज ये है कि अवेयरनेस नहीं है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमारी कंट्री में टेकिंग ये विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड। रही बात आपने सेबी की बोली, आई एम नॉट श्योर, बट मेरी एक फ्रेंड है यहाँ पर, मतलब मेरे ही लोकल एरिया में रहती है। उनका कोई एक फ्रेंड है, आई थिंक ही इज वर्किंग इन सेबी, ही इज आल्सो विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड, बट वो शायद सेबी में वर्क करे। मुझे एक बार चेक करना होगा अगेन, आई एम नॉट श्योर, मतलब मेरी बहुत टाइम पहले बात हुई थी। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो लोग भी अवेयर नहीं है, बट द थिंग इज कि देखिए विजुअली इम्पेयर्ड पीपल को सोसाइटी में देखने का एक माइंडसेट अलग है, वो पहले चेंज करना होगा। जब तक वो नहीं चेंज होगा ना, तब तक कहीं नहीं होगा। और वो अवेयरनेस डेफिनेटली आपने कहा कि वीआई कम्युनिटी को साथ में आके वो अवेयरनेस लानी होगी, तभी वो पॉसिबल है। मुझे आप वो कह रहे हैं, मैं एनआईएसएम का एक भी एग्जाम नहीं देता हूँ क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है वो लेंगे नहीं। तो मैं नहीं देता हूँ, मैं छोड़ देता हूँ। यस, मुझे पता है कि वो नहीं लेंगे, तो फिर मैं नहीं देता हूँ, छोड़ देता हूँ। हाँ, मैंने क्या किया है, मेरी सिस्टर इन लॉ जो है, मेरी भाभी, उनके थ्रू मैंने म्यूचुअल फंड का एग्जाम उनको दिलाया है, एनआईएसएम 5। तो शी इज अ म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर। तो मुझे अगर किसी को सजेस्ट करना है तो मैं तो कर नहीं सकता हूँ, बट शी हैज एन ARN नंबर, तो मैं उनके थ्रू फिर वो म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करवाता हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे पास खुद के पास है नहीं, तो मैंने उनको करवाया। तो अब यही एक ऑप्शन है। और अवेयरनेस जैसे बहुत जरूरी है, वो अगर सोसाइटी में आ गया तो फिर ये पॉसिबल है। उसके लिए सबसे पहले आपको अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना होगा।
यस सर, सर इसलिए आई हैव ऑप्टेंड द रूट ऑफ कंपनी सेक्रेटरी, CS कर रहा हूँ सर अभी।
जी जी जी
और लाइक मुझे लगता है कि आफ्टर दिस, क्योंकि लॉ बॉडी का है एंड आईसीएसआई का भी काफी सपोर्ट है, तो मैंने उनको भी यही बोला व्हेन आई अटेंड देयर वेबिनार्स, वो भी देखते हैं कि आप स्टॉक मार्केट ऐसे कैसे कर लेते हो। व्हेन एवर आई टॉक स्टॉक मार्केट, लोग कहते हैं कैसे करते हो, लाइक दिस इज द फर्स्ट
सेम
क्वेश्चन।
सेम सेम मेरे साथ भी यही होता है।
यस सर। तो सर डेफिनेटली आई विल कनेक्ट विथ यू, एक बार हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं सर, डेफिनेटली कुछ प्लान करते हैं ऐसा, लाइक सो दैट दैट मोर पीपल कैन अवेयर इनटू दिस।
श्योर विशाल, थैंक यू।
Anybody else?
Show available. Turn microphone off.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, ma'am, this is Ravi here again. I just wanted to, I mean, I'm just getting a couple of questions. I'd like to ask a question here.
Okay, sure.
Um, Sir, as you said, like it requires, I mean, more, I mean, some amount of money to be invested. And how about apart from the stock market, as we have so many options, like, I mean, as I said, for long-term investment, we have SIP and SWP. I mean, after SIP, we'll be getting into SWP if I'm not wrong. Apart from that, sir, like, do we have other platforms like Decimal and so on, where everyday earnings will get, I mean, each transaction will get that kind of amount, these things and all. So, what's your vote on that? Like, have you ever tried those options, like as of example of Decimal or something like that? So, it's been
No, exactly.
advisable by.
Can you please come
advisable
again?
by
Actually,
others.
which platform you mentioned? Decibel.
So it's the mobile application called Decimal, where
Okay.
it has certain. I mean, I didn't dive into that much deeper. I just got to know about it recently, where if we do the transactions, in case if you do 100 rupees in a transaction, I mean, as per its limit, if you it will be debited from your account 110 rupees, where it will be the money will be added into that decimal account. After certain limit, you will get. I mean, after some time, you may withdraw the amount itself. So that's the policy that I mean, that I heard it from my
So,
friend. That will be stock.
Okay, so personally, Ravi, I have not heard about this. I'm just listening for the first time. Second,
Yes.
if it is not legal, then I think you should avoid it, because I think it is completely gambling or betting type. As of
No,
now,
sir.
can
It's a kind of legal as
Acha, legal. Okay.
yeah.
But I have not heard about it, so I cannot comment on that.
Yes, sir. No worries. Yes, sir. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, of course, I'll be also happy to connect with you, and I'll be surely doing
Sure,
that.
Ravi. Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ravi. Yeah.
Yeah. Manish, it seems that you should start your training course now. So many people will be interested.
Sure, definitely.
Okay. So, ma'am, should we?
Yeah, I think Manish has given us enough time. And in case there is any more question, you can ask in WhatsApp group. I'll forward it to Manish, and whatever is the reply, I'll share it with you. Thank you so much, Manish.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Really,
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and I think one thing that I got is that like whatever you invest, whether it's your money or your time, that's very important where you invest it, and you'll get the returns accordingly. So it's not only money that you invest, you also invest your time, your attention. So invest it wisely.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Manish, for sharing your insights and experience.